Hello. Waiting for people to come into the room. I'm not on yet. Hold on. I want to test the sound. Boom. Such a weird effect. Hello, everybody. Test the lighting. Maybe that's better. Hold on. Testing some stuff out. Hold on. Okay. Boom. Welcome to Ministry of Tarot channel. I'm Natasha. I'm going to be doing your October Halloween readings. Now, back in June, I was pulled to do an October reading. So something, I intuited something was going to happen in October that will have a global effect. So watch those. I'll put a link to those series of readings in the description box after I do all the readings today. I'll be reading for October Psychic Tarot Monthlies. I'm clairaudient, clairsentient, clairaudient and feeling empathic. Kitty! I think I said one of those twice. I'm a psychic, feeling empathic, clairaudient, and clairvoyant. Beepy, come, stop it, stop. Okay, so the decks I've chosen for you are the Horror Tarot for the primary pull, the Beetlejuice Tarot, if we need clarifiers, if the clarifiers need clarifying, the Ghostbusters Tarot. There's the theme. And to me, Wizard of Oz was a scary movie, so we're going to continue to use what's becoming my soul deck. Hello! Becoming my soul deck for the outcome or advice. And then maybe we'll pull another card from this new deck, the Real Life Tarot. Okay? Please like, share, and subscribe because it helps boost the channel. I don't know if I should put more light. There we go. We're going to begin with Aries. Well, I guess this is not in all signs. This is the Aries, right? And then I will do 12 separate readings for each of the signs, right? What's coming up for Aries in October 2025? What is coming for Aries signs in October 2085? 2025? What's coming up for Aries in October 2025? What's coming for Aries in October 2025? Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. So we're going to pull 6 cards with my own spread. The first card is lessons from the past you're going to be utilizing in the month of October that will help you. The second card is the energy you're going to be sitting in, and then 4 predictive cards, okay? The first card you have is the Ace of Cups. Wow. Oh, no, it's the 3 of Cups. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's the 3 of Cups. Now, 3 of Cups is a reunion, a celebration, girls' night out, boys' night out, right? So that's the lessons from the past position. What you know from the past is that it pays your spirit to be more optimistic and to try to operate at a higher vibe in order to manifest toward you, right? The energy you're going to be sitting in. Ooh, the Lovers, but in reverse. I don't know if you have a lover's choice. Actually, Virgos has something similar in the last all signs. In lover's choice, but we have to clarify because sometimes this means duplicity, like someone is two-faced, or it means simply a Gemini. But this is the energy you're sitting in. So unless your moon or Venus or rising is in Gemini, this is probably your state of being. It's an abstract, right? So secret affair, illicit affair, meaning you or they are married, right? Or you're both married. Or it's a lover's choice. Should I or shouldn't I, right? The 4 predictive cards you have, Aries, is Justice in reverse. I don't know if you're separating and that's why your state of being is the Lover's card in reverse, or there's some unfairness, or you lose a settlement or a court case, or you're just dealing with Libra. The next card you have predicting this future is the, is this the 8? Yes, it's the 8 of Swords in the upright. In October, you might be, now remember, we have something happening globally, and it's going to hit the different signs in different ways for whatever reason, because your focus, if you're in Virgo, you're focused on house and family and service matters. If you're in Aries, you're about your identity. What does this mean to me and how is it going to affect me and my personality and how I identify myself, right? For instance, if you're living in the UK, they just did the digital ID thing. And so you're just wondering where you places in the world, right? But it's, see that this 8 of Swords, this 8th sword is sort of out forward. So I don't know if you're moving on from a duplicitous situation with the 7 of Swords in the background. That's kind of interesting, right? The next card you have is the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Now this is waiting, okay? It is under the Lover's card in reverse. I don't know if you have a secret lover or you're a third party. Whether you know it or not, you're waiting, okay? If you have to wait for them to communicate with you and get together with you, you're not their primary focus. I'm just going to tell you right now. Wow, lots of Swords energy. So you're going to be thinking a lot. Not that you don't think. I'm just saying with the 4 of Swords in the upright, I feel more isolation than recovery. But again, this is after the 3 of Swords. So you might be just getting over a heartbreak in October, or you decided to release somebody from the past and now you're still healing. But there's isolation involved, right? This is the Horror Tarot. Interesting. Now, the lessons from the past is 3 of Cups. That is the most positive card in this spread. So it looks like you have your shoulders, your head on straight, and you're putting your right foot forward. But there's something secreted or duplicitous that you're dealing with from the past, and it was unfair. That's why the Justice is in reverse. It looks like you're in October, you're counting your past losses and deciding to release, it looks like. I love it. Okay, so I want to know if this Lover's card in reverse is a secret affair, a third party, or if you're just making a choice to do something different in love, right? What does this Lover's card in reverse mean for Aries? What does this Lover's card in reverse mean for Aries in the month of October 2025? What is this Lover's card in reverse mean for Aries in October 2025? Hello, everybody. So the Lovers in reverse. Here it is in the upright. Is clarified by the Knight of Swords. Again, lots of swords energy. Now, this is the part of Beetlejuice, because this is the Beetlejuice Tarot, that he shows how scary, the first time he really shows how scary he can be. You know, he's trying to scare someone into doing what he wants. He's trying to scare the couple who are in the attic, Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis, into doing what he wants, so that he can become immortal and pass and live on the earthly plane, right? So somebody might be intimidating you, or you might feel intimidated by an air sign or someone who presents as air, okay? It's whoever is the first person you thought of when I started doing this reading, okay? I almost feel like there's a work connection, so either you know this person through work, but you can't decide whether you like this person or not, okay, or you trust them or not, right? So it could be a supervisor, but a knight is typically someone around your age, okay? But he has, whenever they're in the netherworld, he has the most control. When they're in their earthly plane up in the attic, they have more control. So I don't know if this person feels like they can't control you, so they're going to intimidate you. Okay, I'm going to pull another card. The Six of Wands. I think there might be a power struggle between you and this person. This is your state of being. You have a choice to make. Do I fight this person, or do I just let it go and just toe the line, right? Especially if it's a work situation, right? But you're at a cusp of a decision, because after the Lover's card, which is the number 6, it's the Chariot card, which is the number 7, right? And it's like a should I stay or should I go type of deal. It could be in relationship, it could be in family. It's right next to the Justice card, so I don't know if this has to do with a marriage that is falling apart, okay? Or a job that's falling apart, or just not going anywhere. You're in your head about it, but you feel like with this 8th sword out of the 8 of Swords being forward, you might be leaving a deceptive group behind. It is, and you might be celebrating, okay, because it is under the 3 of Cups. But definitely a decision to make. You may choose to wait and see with this 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Take a wait and see attitude. But you're going to have to heal from it, or you feel isolated from the group. So it might be a blessing in disguise to be isolated professionally, right? Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome. What does this Justice card in reverse mean for Aries in the month of October 2025? What is this Justice card in reverse mean for Aries in the month of October 2025? What does this Justice card in reverse mean for Aries in the month of October 2025? The 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Here it is in the upright. Now, the 6 of Pentacles is it's a charity card, right? You can see here a cash register, but nobody's around. It's like in a smoke shop, right? And the money drawer seems to be ajar, right? Remember, you've got in reverse. In reverse, there's no charity. What is the Justice card? It means someone is not showing you charity, like normal charity, okay? They're not showing you normal charity. You feel treated unfairly. Now, if we get 1, 2, no, that's only 6. The next card you have to clarify, because I'm nosy, is a 3 of Wands. Now, you already have a 3 of Cups. If 3 threes come up, that means lies. And that would... Sorry, I have something on my lip. And so that would verify the reading, right? But here you see... So this is the Beetlejuice Tarot. This is when they first accessed the netherworld through the handbook for the recently deceased or whatever. And remember, you have a waiting card here already. I think you're taking a wait and see attitude. I feel like you're being treated unfairly because maybe there's no, you're not taken seriously or put as a priority in front of other people. That could be in either relationships or work, or there's no like movement, like you're a nobody. You feel like people make you feel like you're invisible. So they make you wait, right? Doesn't sound like fun, that's for sure. Now, I want to see what you're in your head about real quick. I mean, it seems obvious. But I'm a little curious to see if a third 3 comes up as a tarot cluster. Welcome, everybody. What's this 8 of Swords in the upright mean for Aries in October 2025? What's this 8 of Swords in the upright mean for Aries? I almost said Taurus. In October 2025. I feel like Taurus is going to have a good month. I'm just going to make that prediction right now. What is that 8 of Swords in the upright mean for Aries in the month of October 2000? Hi, baby, come. Come, baby. What are you meowing about? Little baby. Are you my little baby? Oh, you're going to come see everybody? You come see everybody? Up, 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 up. Come. Come see everybody. And the baby. Look at the baby. Hi. Hi, baby. Oh. My little baby. My baby. Are you my little monkey? Yeah, okay. Bye-bye. Ouch. So we're clarifying the 8 of Swords. What does this mean? What are you in your head about? But remember, the 7 swords are behind them. So I don't know if you're just like, you know what's going on, but you're going to act like you don't, right? And here we have, see, 3 threes. There are lies. 3 of Cups in reverse, right under. So here you have the 3 of Cups for the lessons from the past. The 8 of Swords is right underneath it. And we're clarifying the 8 of Swords, and it's the 3 of Cups in reverse. I feel there's a danger of you waiting too long. You know, remember, you're taking wait to see attitude. Maybe you're just waiting for a certain circumstance so you can leave, right? I think you feel isolated and uncared for. Like no one's showing you a normal amount of support, or you feel invisible, right? You feel invisible. So if you wait too long, the 3 of Cups in the upright will turn reverse. And why this is in the lessons from the past, don't rest on your laurels. If you feel like you're being, in any arena of your life, by your doctor, your teacher, your boss, your wife, your husband, if you wait too long, you're going to lose your 3 of Cups, right? Remember, the 3 of Cups comes before the 4 of Cups, right? But you have 3 threes as a tarot cushion, which means there's lies around you. Okay, so let's get the advice from the Wizard of Oz Tarot. What's the advice for Aries in the month of October 2025 to make this a successful month for Aries? What's the advice for Aries to avoid towers and get beyond lies and have the most successful month possible with this energy? What's the advice for Aries to make this the most successful possible month? I heard don't wait. Monkey, now. Now I don't randomly cut. I have to, it shines, it's almost like it changes color, right? Knight of Spears. Okay. This is the Knight of Swords. Remember, you had the Knight of Swords here. Someone who's trying to intimidate you. What is the advice? You need to avoid the Knight of Swords. Get out of that aggressive environment. Because remember, in the Wizard of Oz, these trees started pelting apples at people. At Dorothy and her 3 friends, right? They felt unwanted. The advice is to shun the shunners, right? And then you have the 5 of Brooms. Yeah, it's a process. The 5... Monkey! A baby! The 5 of Brooms are wands, right? 5 of Wands. Which is a very competitive card. Turn the tables on them. Find out something duplicitous. If they're liars, expose a lie. Sorry, I don't let anybody control me, including my cat. I'll let a husband, like a good husband, control me, but not an animal. Anyway, you need to be competitive with them. If they throw apples at you, throw it right back and expose them. You're wanting to leave anyway, so it really doesn't matter. You know, fight fire with fire. This person's tricky and deceptive, okay? Totally. Remember, we had a liars cluster of tarot. So fight fire with fire is the advice. Now we're going to take the real life tarot deck and get some new information. What is the ultimate outcome of this particular situation as displayed by the cards for Aries in October? What is the essence of the outcome for Aries in this situation as displayed by the cards? Calm. So don't fight aggression with aggression. So this is the head of a screw, and this always makes me think of construction finishing. So when, you know, contractors finish a house, the last thing they'll do is walk in, do a little touch painting, and they'll turn the screws all in the same direction so that there's symmetry, right? Remember, this is calm. The essence of the outcome is that your head is screwed on straight. Maybe you'll get out of this 8 of Swords energy because you're done, right? You're finished. That's amazing. Just for case, I pulled another card. Now here you see 7 babies, right? 7 dolls. Because this is like a toy like a playpen, right? I think you realize that you're more mature than other people around you, you know, and you can make decisions, okay? So this temporary indecision is, again, temporary. You know what to do. You know what decision that you're going to make because it looks like it's been happening for a while. You've been trying to keep it upbeat and like, okay, this is temporary, so yeah. This is just a stepping stone for you. You've taken your baby steps and now you're wanting to get out of a situation that you've outgrown, okay? Is the message that I'm getting. I think that's fabulous. Okay, Aries, that's your Octobers. Remember, watch your other Octobers, which I will put a link to after I finish all the readings today. And I will come back with Taurus's reading, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.